So here we are, another podcast. I guess the purpose of this podcast is to I guess inform everybody of where we're at on this project. I've obviously been living up in Yorkshire now for the last couple of years, or what am I on, like 3 years now? And yeah, I guess having the time out, I managed to really change my life, you know. You can't get better in a place you got sick, you know. And as much as I love London and where I'm from and my people that live there still, with someone who's got such an active mind and who's sensitive to the feelings around him, you know, it's not the best place. It's not the best place for me, you know. But yeah, here, Yorkshire, West Yorkshire, the story, the Renegade story, you know, it's a story of redemption. It's a story of saying sorry to yourself, you know, and it's a story of never giving up, you know. You can kind of use this story for, not just for music, you know, I guess it's about being oppressed and coming back, you know. And what I'm trying to promote with this project, more so than anything, is independence, you know. Independent with your thought, independent with your creativity, and independent with actually making money, because at the end of the day, yeah, regardless of what anyone says, because let's not lie, the majority of people in this industry already come from money, and money makes the world go round, you know. And you can only create as much, or you can only go so far without having a budget or some sort of money, you know. So it's very important, very, very important that as a creative, whether it be a musician, a designer, someone who's creating art, understand what you're signing up for. Understand there is money in this. There is money to be made. But the only way I guess you can make money in music, for example, you know, the music industry was made by rich businessmen. Overcomplicated. They made it basically so complicated for you to get paid. So you basically have to hire one of their people to get you paid, kind of thing, if you get what I mean. And it's made complicated, so you basically don't make no money. So Renegade, independence. I think the way the world's changed in the last few years, and the algorithm as well, I think people want to see real shit, you know, which is why with the vlogs, we just want to express ourselves, you know. We want to express ourselves and be in control of our message, you know. I think we're just going to keep this to electronic music. We always, it's the same thing over and over again. In the future, I'm moaning about getting ripped off, not making no money, not people not being in positions they feel they should be in after maybe some of the amount of work they put in. But again, you have to do your own thing, and to do your own thing you have to put your own money up, firstly. Secondly, you have to be prepared to fail, you know. This independent road is not for the faint-hearted. It's a non-stop grind. It's like a full-time 9-to-5 job, but without necessarily getting paid at the end of the week, if you get what I mean. But at the end of the day, there's no point in being one of those guys. I've probably been one of those guys over the years who's moaned and moaned and moaned. So if you're not going to do anything about it, there's no point in fucking moaning, you know. And here we are, you know, a state of mind, a new state of mind, you know, because, I don't know, when you feel like the world's against you and you feel like maybe all your hard work has gone to waste, your state of mind can change, you know. I'm pretty, listen, I'm pretty sure that, you know, in some of my darkest moments over the last couple of years, which have been pretty dark, there's been times when, you know, if I didn't, should I say, control some of my thoughts, then yeah, I might have put myself in a bit of a bad situation, if you get what I mean. You know. But here we are. It's 2024. It's the money year, actually. It's the money year. And we're fit, we're healthy, and we're hoping that money comes to fruition, you know. We're about halfway up Gaddings Dam now. It's a big dam in West Yorkshire on a hill with a beach. But yeah, Renegade season. What's the next step? Where we're gonna go? See, we're not gonna overshare too much as we have done over the past, you know. It's a different time to 2024 Renegade to 2021 Renegade, you know. We said what we're gonna do. We've meant what we said, and we're seeing the progress from the hard work that we've done. You know, this is a platform, and it's going to be a platform for people like-minded, you know. There's a lot of people that feel the way that I do about the music scene, in the music scene, about what happens, about the ins and outs. You know, if you want to have a successful career, you have two options. You do your own thing, yeah, or you be a part of someone else's. If you're a part of someone else's, yeah, just think about what that means. You're a part of someone else's. Doesn't mean you can't have a fully fledged career, but you're a part of someone else's dream, you know. Obviously, to implement your own dream, to bring your dreams to reality, is the hardest thing in the world, you know. But if you can see them in your dreams, if you can see something happening, that means you could do it. But real talk, if you can see yourself doing something, that means you can do it. If you can see yourself doing it, it means you can do it. It just basically means that sometimes people don't even know where to start to do something. So what I've learned to do, because at the end of the day, my CV of creativity is very, very big. Worn the t-shirt, been there, done it on big scales in the fashion industry, and I've done it independently in the underground music scene as well. You know, what is independence? You know, the fact that most people in, let's just call it the electronic music scene, there's loads of different sub scenes and sub genres within the electronic music scene. You know, but the fact that electronic music is meant to be like the key to the underground, and if you want to be a part of it, then you have to obviously move a certain way. Then again, it's the opposite of underground, isn't it, you know? And I feel like Renegade, you know, I feel like we're setting a bar with what we're doing. We're releasing vinyl, yeah? We're playing vinyl only. We're showing you everything, all the imperfections, you know? Make everybody step their game up as a vinyl DJ. It's not a competitive thing. It's healthy competition. At the end of the day, the more DJs are playing vinyl, how about we just scrap CDJs from the club entirely? Yeah, if you're a bad boy DJ, yeah, leave your USBs at home. But you know, this will separate the good from the bad, and it will make people play better music. You know, and obviously as a 37-year-old man, I'm not young anymore, I'm not old, I'm older. I'm gonna fucking set a good example, you know? Set a good example. Because let's be honest, I don't want to sound like a, look at me just running up this mountain. I don't want to sound like a party pooper, like I'm getting old or anything, but fucking hell, some of those videos that I see of the raves going on, that I used to go to and have a great time, and just seeing this new era of raver come through with the phones and the big drops. I'd rather stay at home and do it for YouTube, you know. Fucking hell, look at it. Beautiful. Nah, but real talk, a new state of mind. It should be a new state of mind for a lot of people. The way the world's changed and the way the world is evolving, or should we say, going backwards. I don't know. At the end of the day, I guess being independent as well, we need to put out content. You know, I put enough of my bullshit out on the internet over the years. Like, don't really give a fuck about putting stuff out and people not liking it or feeling away, you know, because I don't know. Maybe I've embarrassed myself, whatever that means, you know. As I said, you have to know yourself. You have to know yourself, yeah? A lot of people, they don't know themselves, and this is a word you keep hearing everywhere. You know, a lot of people, they know what people think about them, if you get what I mean by that. So, they'll hear things spoken about them, or they'll think someone feels about them in a certain way, and they'll literally think that's them. And they won't ever step out of that for their whole life, you know. And when you do finally know yourself, it can be dangerous still, because you give no fucks. None whatsoever. But yeah, and you start doing spins like that. But yeah, look, sunset. I'm on a fucking beach. I'm in Tobberden. Yeah, and here we are at the top. This is the Gaddings Dam. Don't think I'm gonna get in the water. I'm a pussy. Fuck it, I'm not getting in. Should do that. The cold's meant to be the cold water's meant to be good for you. It's meant to shock you like taking a line of coke. Similar kind of dopamine, I guess. But yeah, tranquil. Don't think a lot of people can spend time by themselves, I guess. A couple of my mates have come up here from London and be like, Shay, how'd you do it up here? And can't think of anything better, you know. I guess some people need the validation from friends, family, and whoever else on a daily to kind of get them through. You know, we're all struggling. Some of us show it more than others, but we're all struggling, you know. And I guess one of the ways to kind of stop the pain, because again, I can only speak from my point of view, from what's happened in my life, you know. And Solitude for me has been life-changing, you know. It's allowed me to fully, like extra regulate the shit that's happened in my life, and allowed me time to kind of implement the plan, like fully implement the plan in my brain. There's always plans, but you know, if you're under stress all the time, it's hard to implement any plan, you know. You need to have a stable base. And sometimes living in the city is not always stable, you know. It's fast living, it's hard living, it's non-stop, you know. London's a mad place. Don't think you realise how mad it is until you leave and then go back. And I've told many of my friends, you know, maybe it's time to give somewhere else a go, you know. See, when your mind is so active and you want to implement all the ideas you have in your head, but you don't, and then you get depressed. So sometimes you've got to slow down. Slow down, start again. Simplify things. And then once you have, and you roll out your ideas, and you implement your vision, the rest is history, you know. And when that does happen, that feeling you get of joy, I did it! It's pretty blissful, you know. And as the sun sets on a warm Yorkshire evening night, summer 2024, you know, we see what's going to happen next. But my name's Shay Spooner, aka Renegade, you know, and I'm the industry's worst nightmare. Renegade season.